It's in the game.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Kansas offense will get the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Might be calling a hot route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. They want to throw it. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Caught. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man.
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mac Chop. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Algier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Firing to the right, complete. Finds a seam. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before when you give up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it down the middle. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Turning it on! He's up to 55 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Handoff from the gun. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mark Chuck Jayhawk.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Algier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Grace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class, you know that...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining, I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff to the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. If I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Kansas! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
They almost got a 1st down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Terrain. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Quarterback making checks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give on the inside. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sack at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Cooks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Cooks. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got... in the game now, and I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
Oregon, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits.
Gashes him in the middle. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Oregon, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. He fires to the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, right choke, Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This dude is just slicing slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Teray. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Grace. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. With the 1st down in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Jayhawks are on the move. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Duggan. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll operate out of split backs. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the return man is stopped, and now will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air. It's Duggan. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the tight end. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be brought down.
And the Oregon offense will take over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Right down the middle, and it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.